Mayor John Hieftje talked about his opposition to the Iraq War in the Diag today.
Oh, yes, I have been from the very beginning. Way back before the war started, our city council passed a resolution against the war. Obviously, no one in Washington was listening, but we certainly wanted to make the effort.
The mayor went on to give insight into the city minor in possession policy.
Well, yeah, I do agree with the policy that I think the penalty is too harsh, but what I found out in my investigation is that it'd be very difficult, if not impossible, for Ann Arbor to change that, given the state law and the governance of that law.
The mayor then explained his view on the place of university students in the Ann Arbor community.
Well, I think of students as full-time residents. I grew up in Ann Arbor, and I felt like I've been a student in some ways my whole life. And, the faces may change every 4 years, although a lot of students choose to stick around Ann Arbor for several years of graduate school. Some of them end up having their careers here. I don't really differentiate between the citizens living out in the neighborhoods and the folks who live on campus.
The mayor then commented on whether he tries to build up a relationship with students.
I do. Students came to me a few years ago and talked to me about difficulties they were having because people were coming to ask them to rent their apartment again right after they moved in for the next year. So I was happy to sponsor the lease ordinance. We did some investigation there. We worked with students. And then it wasn't too long after that we established a new council panel of a couple of council members that work with students throughout the year.
The mayor finally noted what he'll do to help university students over the next 2 years.
Well, again, I think things that benefit the city as a whole, working towards our strong renewable energy and energy conservation goals, working to bring rail transit between here and the airport and to the north and the south to the city. I think the things that benefit the city as a whole also benefit students, certainly.